The Arizona Diamondbacks defeat the Milwaukee Brewers 5-2, and they advance to the next round of the playoffs. The 4 teams remaining in the National League are the Atlanta Braves, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Not the Brewers, not the Mets, not the Padres, not the Giants, not the Cardinals that people were predicting. Arizona. Awesome. Just really soak it in. I have my TV paused right now at the moment where Sewald and Herrera embrace and when they get the win. And that's beautiful. There was so much grind in this game. The past 2 games, just what a grind. 2 very similar games. Just, it's beautiful. You avenged 2011. And to think how far we have come, at least just the last 2 years. When I really started to follow this team, when I got my MLB pass, when I started playing MLB The Show, when I started to fall in love with baseball again, I've always liked the Diamondbacks. The past 2 years when I'm actually watching the games through and through, the full thing, I love this team. 2011, a relatively good sports year for the Daffy, but kind of a rough one for Arizona. They were a really good team, and they got walked off by the Brewers. And I remember where I was when that happened. I was staying outside my parents' place. My parents were watching the game too. And we had friends from Janesville, the Annikers, that came in, and they watched that game. And when they got walked off, I didn't want to say anything. I was like, oh, because I didn't mind the Brewers. Dang. That's a shame. 2017, that was a fun year. But you got swept by the Dodgers the following round. You avenged 2011. Can you avenge 2017? We'll see. As of this game, it was bleak early again. You did pretty good to start with Peralta. He gave up 20 pitches. You were working him. You drew your walk with Marte. But you have him throwing pitches. Gallen, I said he can't do what Burns did yesterday. And he struggled. He threw, 32 pitches in the first inning, gave up 2 runs. And you know how depleted the bullpen is. It's almost like a given. He's not going to go more than 4 innings. After that, he did a fine job. My goodness, he went 6 innings. Huge. That was huge by him. Did a great job after that. In terms of Peralta, besides that walk by Marte, he perfected you. Struck people out in 3 pitches 5 times. The offense went back to their bad ways. And I was feeling down because I did not want to have yesterday's win tainted with a really bad offensive performance today. And Alek Thomas did a home run to right field. Just barely crept over the home run fence. And that kick-started something. The fact that he hit one. He was the worst hitter yesterday. Pham, Thomas, and Gurriel were the only ones who didn't get a hit yesterday. And all 3 had big ones today. But the fact that it was Alek, he always seems to be the momentum shifter. You have him in the game because of his defense. When he starts getting hits, especially when he's batting what was he batting, 6 today? It's huge. That really turned it. The next inning, Perdomo draws a walk, and it's so crucial when he leads off an inning and he does that. I bite my tongue when I see him not swing a bat at strike 3s right down the middle. But when he draws his walks, man, and then you have Corbin, Marte back-to-back, it's huge. Corbin hits a double. Marte hits a double. The 2 runs come in. You're up by 1. And I'm so happy. They end up scoring 4 runs in that inning. But you know in the back of your head that fear of what's going to happen when Gallen goes out of the game. I thought it was going to happen soon. And the fact that he went 6 innings, I can't stress enough, that's crazy, considering how bad that first inning went for him. But you're up 5-2 going into the 7th. And I'm thinking, well, best case scenario, you probably do Thompson and Ginkgo, but they're tired. You need to kind of take a risk with some guys you have used in your bullpen maybe, or Castro, guys that didn't pitch all that long yesterday. They went to Thompson. Love Thompson. Stress-free inning. He got like 6 pitches in, got them all out. Last guy, 3 pitches, strikeout. Like, he's been phenomenal. And this is a bandwagon. I feel like I say this every time. I don't know if I repeat myself all. I loved him before he even came to Arizona. I say he's one of my top 5 most underrated pitchers. Really liked him in Tampa Bay. He had kind of a tough year, but I also think because he wanted a new contract, you got to pay this man. He comes in here and he's only given up 1 run. 0.5 ERA. Just fantastic he's been. And then you go into the 8th inning. And I'm not as comfortable with Ginkgo in this situation because he did 2 innings yesterday. He worked a lot. And he hasn't been his sharpest when he's pitching like barely any rest. But you know he pitched so well yesterday. I'm like, maybe this is your best shot. I thought they probably would have gone to Castro, which I don't know if that would have made me more comfortable, but at least he's rested. Ginkgo, first 2 get on, he gets a strikeout, and then it's bases loaded, 1 out. 1 swing of the bat, and you could be down by 1. And you're going all in today. You got your best pitchers. Like I said, if they lost today, they weren't going to win tomorrow. They've got all their best guys today. Barely rested. And then, who do they put in? While I do believe Jarvis and Salfrank are like your best options, they're rookies. They've pitched a combined like 15 games. And they go to Salfrank, who has yet to give up a run. I'm thinking, this is a heck of your time to give up your first run, dude. Bases loaded, 1 out. For any reliever, that's like so nerve-wracking. The fact it's a rookie. And he even said after the game, like, I was not expected to be in this situation. First batter, little grounder to him. Kind of a tough play he had to make. Grabs it, throws home to Herrera. Who, by the way, you got to give his roses. He drew a very crucial walk in that 4-run inning. And I was like, as long as he's not swinging the bat, I mean, he actually does a pretty decent job at drawing walks. Switch hitting catcher, like, that was huge. He did not do a bad job at the plate today. Could have framed better, but considering that he was put in like out of nowhere, it was huge. So Salfrank gets the first out. Second out, it was a grounder right to Marte, like right up the middle. Phenomenal job shifting into that position, and he got out of it. That can't be understated. A rookie came in with bases loaded, 1 out, and he got it done in like 5 pitches. That's unreal. And you can say that, well, that was more the Brewers being bad than Arizona pitching good. I don't care. That was phenomenal. Sewald comes in the 9th. Out by 3 again. Hits Josh Donaldson, which is almost kind of fitting. How much of that was Josh Donaldson's last at bat? Hits him. Gets 2 outs with a great stop by Perdomo to get the second out. Yelich doubles. The tying run is at the plate again. And he strikes him out. Could have struck him out probably the pitch earlier, but he strikes him out. And see Sewald celebrating. And Herrera comes up. Herrera deserved it. Like, they just both embraced, and it was beautiful. The whole team celebrated, and they earned that. The champagne celebration when they clinched the playoffs, even though it was great, you got shut out by the Astros. I'm like, really? But tonight they earned that 100%. This is beautiful. A beautiful series. You avenged 2011 with the Brewers. Can you avenge 2017 with the Dodgers? You're in the same situation and you got swept. Dodgers are well rested. They're hurt. And they kicked your butt not that long ago. Can you avenge? We'll see. We'll see. It hit me like they're here. They're in the Final Four of the NL. They're here. And next year's not guaranteed. It's on.